everybody, it's Melissa, and we are continuing the series where I talk about my top 5 favorite fragrances that I have personally been using in March 2024. All right, these are the ones that I've been using. All right, I know a lot of people are like, oh no, give us something different, but it's like, I will always be real with you about what I like and what I'm rocking. And in fact, there are some new fragrances up in this list. As always, I'll put a discount link and discount codes for these fragrances in the comment section below. It's going to be pinned if you want to support the channel. And just know, if you do end up using any codes or if there's like an affiliate link there, I do get a slight bit of commission if you make a purchase off of those. All right, so please buy however you want and do what makes you comfortable. All right, 5th place, here we go. We got Creed Millésime Impérial. I know you could see my fingerprints on it. I know it's off-putting to a lot of you niche heads, and I'm sorry. And I'm also sorry that there's no cap. Actually, I'm not sorry, because this was a gift from one of my followers. Shout out, you know who you are. But she was super, super sweet. And Creed Millésime Impérial was a fragrance that when I tried samples of it before, I could really care less about it. I remember trying this thing at Nordstrom. Same thing. I'm like, all right, it's okay. It's a watermelon fresh scent. But I decided to give it a couple wears this month, and it's simple and it just grows on you. You know, I think that Creed, very popular niche fragrance brand, but I would recommend it if you are somebody that lives where it's warmer, okay? Because Creed specializes in fresh fragrances. If you live somewhere where it's cold, you're probably gonna be complaining about performance the whole entire time. So just know that. But Creed Millésime Impérial, it's not my favorite Creed fragrance. I still prefer Silver Mountain Water, but this past month or so, I'm like, you know what? Let me try the gold one. Why not? And it hasn't really let me down. So the type of vibe for Millésime Impérial just reminds me of being on a yacht and you're wearing just like a rich watermelon, spritzy, fun fragrance. And even though it's marketed as a unisex scent, I still see it a little bit more on the masculine side. So keep that in mind, all right? In 4th place, we got the most affordable fragrance on this list. This one is Dolce & Gabbana, the 1 EDT. I wonder if my face looks weird, if you could see it behind this. But $39. I got this fragrance, $39, 100 ml. Ridiculous steal of a price. In fact, I think that the one goes for around that price anyways, okay? So for all of you that want a fragrance for under 45 bucks, I got it's a tester, by the way. I got the tester, and don't even trip about the testers. I ordered this one on Joma Shop, but the 1 EDT, so much better than the 1 EDP. All right, typically people, when they hear EDT, they're like, oh no, give me the stronger concentration, give me the Parfum, give me the EDP. And I always say this, the EDT, EDP, Parfum thing is not as black and white as you think it is. It really depends on the fragrance. There are some fragrances that the EDT is longer lasting and projects better than the EDP. So really keep that in mind. And honestly, I wasn't even interested in trying this fragrance when Dolce & Gabbana, the 1 EDP was all right to me. It's still a good scent, mind you. But this one, I just feel is blended so much better. I find it to be more sensual. Also something more wearable than the 1 EDP. That one is more of a nighttime fragrance. This one I could still see in a work setting. I can see it at daytime, not much of a workout scent, okay? But on me, oh my God, it's so good. It still has the ambery vibe, but oh my, I can't even, what was I even saying, man? What was I even saying? I don't know if you guys saw that. There's like a gnat in here. What the heck? That's what I get for leaving windows open. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's freaking good. All right, I'm already stumbling on my words, just like smelling this fragrance and trying to talk to the camera right now. Okay, it is more of an intimate scent. It's not loud. Okay, you're not gonna have a scent trail with this fragrance. It's something that if people catch a whiff of it, it's gonna definitely want them to get, like, that people are drawn to this fragrance. They're gonna wanna smell it in your neck. It's like a fishing reel. You just reel them in. The second that somebody kind of bites, they catch a whiff, it's game over, right? So keep that in mind with this fragrance. It is not loud. It is intimate, but it's perfect for exactly what it was set out to be, and way better than the EDP. Way better. All right. In third place, man, I hate that I gotta open this. The bottle is with my sister right now, but I am opening the sample pack from day 3. And where is it? Because I gotta show y'all. Comment down below if you know which one I'm gonna pull out right here. But this is my favorite from the brand, and this scent definitely came in last minute for this month. This fragrance is called Bonny. I'm not sure if you guys could see that right there, but Bonny is the town that the CEO and owner of Day 3, her name is Vanessa, that she grew up in. And this thing smells like mango and sugarcane. All right. And I honestly love the fragrances I've tried from this house. There are some that I told y'all, like Silent Rescue, that I don't really rock with, very incensey. So there's a fragrance for anybody in this house, but Bonny is the type of scent that makes you salivate when you smell it. Okay, is it a gourmand? Yeah, you can consider it a gourmand because it's this very realistic mango smell. Okay, if you've ever been to a tropical country, like for me, this reminds me of when I'm in the Philippines and they cut open ripe mangoes and you're just eating it either with a spoon or your nanay, your grandma, or your mom, your dad, whoever, just does the porcupine thing. You know what I'm talking about? Where they kind of do the little cuts on the mango half, and then you just kind of pop it open and it looks like a flower. Some people call it the flower. I've always called it the porcupine. But that is the vibe of this fragrance, and then it has that sugar cane to it. All right. So I remember when I met up with Day 3, Vanessa was wearing this fragrance, and we hung out for 5 hours straight. The whole time I smelled it on her, the whole time. So the second that I hugged her, I smelled it. The second that we left for dinner, we left the Airbnb, smelled it in her scent trail. The second that we got to the restaurant, I smelled it on her again. And then when we left the restaurant, I smelled it on her. When we went to the cigar bar, the cigar lounge, smelled it on her. Then when we left to say goodbye, I still smelled it on her. So this scent will literally last on you for over 8 hours. Over 8 hours with only a couple sprays. And how do I know this? Because I did one spray of the full-size bottle, all right? And I'm so pissed that I don't have it right now. My sister has it, like I mentioned. But the sprayer is like the mist spray where it's like, shh. You know what I'm talking about. It's not a, it's a, and it just mists out the fragrance. I did one spray on my hoodie. The rest of the trip in Arizona, I smelled like Bonny, and I only applied it that night. Literally from Thursday night all the way to Monday night, that thing smelled like Bonny. So it is a powerhouse scent. And the thing, y'all, is for retail, it's a pretty affordable price. The 50 mLs that they have, like $135 for the 50 ml. I think they also introduced an 100 ml now, so that one's probably a little over $200 or something like that. But really good price. And again, if you want any codes and stuff like that for more money off and you want to save, I have that stuff in the description box and in the comment section. But by far my favorite, at first it was Philosophia. That's what got me into the brand. And then when I tried Bonny, at the same time when I tried Philosophia, I really didn't care as much about it. But when I tried this on my skin, I was blown away. And then when I tried it from the bottle, it blew me away even more. So that one is just such a no-brainer for all you gourmand lovers. If you're that type of person that you want your scent trail to be noticed, if you want that head-turning reaction and you want that fragrance that says, okay, it's unforgettable, that's the one that you go for. People will not be questioning whether or not you're wearing a perfume when you're wearing something like Bonny. So that's in third place. In second place, come on, you already know, Salt and Pepper by Precious Liquid. This has just been a consistent fragrance for me for the longest time. I feel like this and Elysium have the most consistent runs, but Elysium hasn't been in this top 5 because I finished the bottle of it, for everyone that might be wondering. I don't even have to say much about this fragrance anymore. It's peppery. There's Ambroxan. This scent, it is on the pricey side, okay? It's $275 retail price for 75 ml. For your average person, that is just ridiculous, all right? You probably are gonna be like, that's way too much, I don't care. And as always, y'all, sample fragrances if you want, okay? If you're cautious about a blind buy, then just get samples of it. And last thing that I say, which I always say about Salt and Pepper, is this is the type of fragrance that you get if you just want compliments from women. That's it. If you're somebody that likes women and you want compliments only from women and you hang out with women, Salt and Pepper. That's the third thing that I feel like I haven't said enough of, is because typically a lot of people they check off these two boxes. They like women and they want compliments from women, but they don't actually step outside and interact and hang out and socialize with women. So then they get in my DMs and like, oh, you're lying, I've never gotten a compliment on this. I'm like, dude, if you're at the supermarket and your headphones are in and you're not talking to anybody, no one's gonna compliment you. It's all about approachability. So put yourself in those settings where you're meeting new people, you're hanging out with some new people, and you wear something like Salt and Pepper. It's just sexy. It gets a lot of compliments. And it's just an easy to have fragrance. Even if you yourself aren't rocking with it, when you do wear this around other people, specifically with women, you know that they're gonna love it. So sometimes if you already have a good collection in play and you're looking for just a good rotation, it's always kind of nice to have a dumb reach scent for those sort of occasions where you're gonna say to yourself, okay, I'm going to a party, what's something that I could just throw on that, the ladies are gonna love? Boom, it's gonna be Salt and Pepper. And you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. In terms of performance with this scent, I do get noticeably over 7 hours of performance with it. I hear people say, oh, it doesn't last. I have no idea what they're talking about. Because this thing, it can absolutely go beast mode if you wanted to, for sure. I just minimize the amount of sprays I do with it. But still, it does linger on clothes, and it is such a lovely, lovely fragrance to the feminine nose. All right, in first place, is it really that big of a surprise? No, it's not. It's Lafayette Street by Bond 9. I love it. Okay. Similar to what I said about Salt and Pepper, it's the dumb reach fragrance. But instead of, like, Salt and Pepper is more of your sexy time, like Sex in a Bottle fragrance. But Lafayette Street is your do-it-all scent of, okay, if I'm going to be in a professional setting, I'll wear this. If I'm going to be, working on site or working, well, you know what? If it gets it's not much of a summertime fragrance, but it can be worn in the summertime. It's very, very versatile, okay? This one, I get noticeably also over 7 hours of performance, 6 to 7 hours of performance. And then after that, it's still on me, but it's not just as noticeable as it was before. So Lafayette Street is a very appley ambroxan and then vanillic fragrance in the dry down. Is the vanilla that prominent on me? No. I really do get more of the apple ambroxan and also kind of a ginger vibe on my skin. Sometimes I can smell a touch of this powderiness, which I assume is coming from tonka bean, because on me, if you ever see that note tonka bean, it smells a little powdery to me. And on me, I don't really rock with it. But for the most part, this is a really good fragrance. This is a great overall scent. And if you remember, I made a video on the scent about a year ago, and I've been getting more comments on that old video because they've seen my new love for this scent. And back then I was like, I thought it was okay, but that is just the beautiful thing about fragrances and your journey with it, is sometimes you might smell something that at first you really didn't care for that you end up loving, or you might have a fragrance that you used to love before, but now you're just sick of it, right? Does that make you a fake person because you now have a different opinion of the scent? No, it doesn't. It just means that, you grew out of something or you grew into something. So for everybody that's confused, to like, wait a second, I just saw a video of you a year ago saying you didn't like it as much. You're being fake. Do you actually like it or not? Just look at the dates of the videos. I think that's honestly common sense. But for the people that are lacking common sense, I would say look at the most recent video. And that is probably my opinion on it. But yeah, Lafayette Street, really, really easy wear. And for people that are asking me if it's a blind buy worthy fragrance, it's tricky because I don't like saying things are blind buy worthy, especially when they're over like $200 something. And this fragrance can retail for over $400, so I don't want to just tell people, oh yeah, get it. It's all about what's in your budget. If you heard everything I said and it checked all of your boxes and money is not an issue, and on top of that, you're just like, I don't mind spending a lot of money on a good quality fragrance, yes, it's a blind buy. If you heard me say the price after listing everything else and you're like, ooh, that's steep, then it's not a good blind buy. Then sample it, okay? So it's always about what works in your budget. But there it is, y'all. Top 5, just run it back. 5th place, Millesime Imperial. 4th place, Dolce & Gabbana The One, EDT. 3rd place, Bonnie by Day 3. 2nd place, Salt and Pepper by Precious Liquid. 1st place, Lafayette Street by Bond 9. All right, let me know in the comment section what your top 5 fragrances of the month have been. What have you been wearing? And again, if you want to support the channel, you want to wear these fragrances, you want to check them out, all of that is going to be pinned below if you want to support the channel and use any discount codes to save some money. Okay, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.